English Lingo Podcast from Speak English with Class.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the English Podcast. My name is Jennifer.
And I'm Daniel.
How are you doing today, Daniel?
I'm doing great, Jennifer. It's been a productive day so far. How about you?
I'm feeling fantastic. I'm especially excited about today's topic. I think we're going to have an engaging conversation.
Absolutely. Today, we're delving into something that touches every one of us, our daily routines. It's the rhythm that keeps our lives moving forward.
Exactly. From the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep at night, we follow certain habits that define our day. But tell me, Daniel, what exactly does a typical day look like for different people?
That's a great question. Daily routines can look very different depending on your lifestyle, but they're made up of the little things we do regularly. Throughout today's episode, we'll be sharing our own routines, from the way we start our mornings to how we wind down in the evening.
That's right. And along the way, we'll talk about how having a routine can help you feel more balanced and in control. It's all about finding what works best for you.
Exactly. But before we dive into that, I'd like to introduce our vocabulary expert, Crystal. After each section, she'll break down key words and phrases to help you grasp the language better. Crystal, we're excited to have you with us today.
Thanks, Daniel. I'm happy to be here, and I can't wait to help our listeners break down some vocabulary along the way.
Wonderful. Let's begin with the morning routine. So as a student, my mornings are pretty structured. I usually wake up around 7 a.m. and I take a moment to stretch and breathe before I get out of bed. It's a gentle way to start the day, and it helps me feel more alert. Then I head to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face. It's a refreshing start.
That sounds nice. I wake up a bit earlier, around 6:30 a.m., since my job requires me to start early. The first thing I do is drink a glass of water to hydrate, and then, like you, I brush my teeth and wash my face. It really sets the tone for the day ahead.
Exactly. Hydrating first thing in the morning is such a good habit. After that, I have a light breakfast, like oatmeal or toast, just something simple to get my energy up before classes.
Breakfast is essential for me too. I usually go for eggs with toast, or sometimes I mix it up with a smoothie. After breakfast, I take a few minutes to check my emails and review my to-do list so I know what's on the agenda for the day.
I do the same. I check my class schedule and make sure I'm ready for the day ahead. It's always nice to feel organized before jumping into things.
Absolutely. Having that calm, organized start to the day really makes a difference.
Now, to help our listeners dive deeper into the vocabulary we've just used, let's hand it over to Crystal. Crystal, could you walk us through some of the key terms from our morning routines?
Absolutely, Jennifer. Let's take a closer look at some key vocabulary from your conversation. Stretch. To extend your body or limbs to loosen up your muscles, which Jennifer does to ease into the day. Hydrate. To give your body water. Daniel starts his day with a glass of water to hydrate himself. Light breakfast. A small, simple meal in the morning, like oatmeal or toast. Jennifer prefers a light breakfast to get her energy up for the day. To-do list. A list of tasks you plan to complete during the day. Daniel reviews his to-do list every morning to stay organized. Those are some useful terms from your morning routine. Now, back to you, Jennifer.
Thanks, Crystal. I think understanding these terms in context really helps our listeners absorb them better.
Absolutely. And now that we've got the morning covered, it's a great time to move on to the afternoon routine. Shall we, Jennifer?
Sounds perfect, Daniel. Afternoons for me are when I'm most focused. I usually have classes or study sessions, and I try to take it one step at a time. If it's a long study session, I make sure to take short breaks to stretch and move around. It helps keep my mind fresh.
That's a smart approach. My afternoons are usually the busiest part of my day, with meetings or project work. But like you, I make sure to take breaks, even if they're just a few minutes. I find that stepping away from the desk to stretch or get a snack really helps me recharge.
Exactly. Breaks are so important, even if they're brief. After lunch, I regroup and prepare for the second half of the day. Lunch is typically something light, like a salad or a sandwich. I don't like to eat anything too heavy, as it can make me feel sluggish.
I agree. Lunch is usually around noon for me, and I like to step away from work completely. My go-to is something like a quinoa salad with veggies or a turkey sandwich. Keeping it healthy helps me avoid that mid-afternoon energy slump.
That sounds like a great option. After lunch, I tackle my bigger assignments, making sure to get them done while I still have energy. It feels good to wrap up those important tasks before the day winds down.
Yeah, I do the same. After lunch, I focus on key projects that require my attention and try to knock them out while I'm still feeling productive. All right, Crystal, could you take us through the vocabulary from our afternoon routines?
Certainly, Daniel. Let's break down some of the key terms. Focused. Giving your full attention to something, like how Jennifer stays focused during her study sessions. Recharge. To regain energy, which Daniel does by taking short breaks throughout the day. Regroup. Taking a moment to organize your thoughts and prepare for the next part of the day. Sluggish. Feeling slow and lacking energy, which can happen after a heavy lunch, but both Jennifer and Daniel avoid that by eating light. Knock out. An informal phrase meaning to complete tasks or finish work efficiently. Daniel said he likes to knock out his key projects while he's still productive. Energy slump. This refers to a dip in energy, usually in the afternoon after lunch. Daniel mentioned avoiding an energy slump by eating a healthy lunch. Those are the key words for the afternoon. Now, let's shift to the evening routine. Back to you, Jennifer.
Thanks, Crystal. That was really helpful. It's amazing how just a few key words can really make things clearer.
Exactly. I love how practical these terms are. You can use them every day. All right, let's wind things down by talking about our evening routines.
Evenings are when I like to unwind and relax after a busy day of classes. After dinner, I usually take a short walk or do some light stretching to help me de-stress. It's a peaceful way to close out the day.
I totally relate to that. After work, I make time to relax too, whether it's listening to music or going for a walk. Dinner is usually around 7 p.m. for me, and it's something simple but satisfying. I like grilled salmon with veggies or a stir fry with rice.
That sounds delicious. My dinner is usually something quick and easy, like pasta with vegetables or a rice bowl. Once dinner is done, I always make sure to brush my teeth and wash my face. It's such a small part of my routine, but it helps me feel refreshed and ready for bed.
Oh, definitely. Brushing my teeth and washing my face feels like pressing the reset button after a long day. It's a simple way to shift into relaxation mode. After that, I usually wind down with a book or a cup of herbal tea before bed.
That sounds really calming. I also avoid screens before bed, instead spending some time reading or listening to music. I aim to get to bed around 10 p.m. so I'm well rested for the next day.
Same here. I stick to a consistent bedtime too, around 10:30 p.m., and it's amazing how much better I feel the next day when I get a full night's sleep.
All right, Crystal. One last time, could you walk us through the vocabulary from our evening routine?
Absolutely, Jennifer. Let's go over the key phrases from your evening routines. Unwind. To relax and let go of stress, like what Jennifer and Daniel do after a busy day. Reset button. A metaphor for starting fresh, which Daniel mentioned when talking about brushing his teeth and washing his face. Wind down. Similar to unwind, it means to gradually slow down and prepare for sleep. Herbal tea. A caffeine-free tea that helps you relax, which Daniel drinks before bed. And that wraps up the vocabulary for today. Back to you, Jennifer and Daniel.
Thank you so much, Crystal, for guiding us through those key words and phrases. It really helps to understand the language in context.
Absolutely. It makes it easier to remember when we see how the vocabulary fits into everyday life. So, we've shared our daily routines, from morning to evening, and touched on how important it is to create balance throughout the day.
Exactly. Whether you're working, studying, or just trying to structure your day better, having a routine that works for you is key to staying organized and feeling in control.
And remember, it's not just about staying productive. It's about taking those moments to relax, recharge, and take care of yourself.
All right, well, that's all for today's episode. We hope this conversation gave you some helpful insights and tips for your own routine.
A big thank you to Crystal for breaking down the vocabulary today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Keep building those healthy habits, and we'll see you next time on the English Leap podcast.
Take care and have a balanced, productive day ahead.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.